Peace and cosmic oneness, Starseed family. Welcome back to the Starseed series. This is Dee channeling with you today. I am honored to be here with you in the moment of alignment. If you're new here, then this space is for all Starseeds, light workers, and soul travelers, ready to remember who they are and why they came. I'll be sharing these transmissions here on YouTube for their full length so you can receive the frequency in one flow. If you feel called to support this work, you're welcome to do so through my BMAC link in the description. I'm tongue-tied today. This is where you can find more exclusive content and updates. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Know that you've been guided here, and it's not by accident. Let's dive into the cosmos. Okay, so for today's reflective drop, remember I told you guys I was going to be doing these little random drops. Well, I've decided to call them reflective drops because, well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to reflect. And I tend to make them a bit shorter than our regular starseed readings because I do the starseed readings once a week. So when I do the messages, the Starseed series messages, that is your frequency drop into that weekly portal on this channel before we go into our next frequency drop for the following week. So that's how this is going to operate. And like I said in the very beginning, of course, I'm still weaving through how I want to deliver these messages. So far, that's how it's going to go. And I do card of the day shorts. So today's card of the day is the Gateway Activation of Light Oracle card and Gaia Gateway Activation, which is learning experience, wisdom transmission, and earth intelligence. So that's what we're playing off of today. And the deck that I'm using is the Cosmic Wisdom Oracle deck. If you're not familiar with this deck has a lot of planetary transmission. There's a little bit of masculine and feminine energy within this card as well. It speaks about eclipse. So this is the card that we're going to, the deck that we're going to use today in terms of where we are with the planetary alignments. I do have notes because it's hard to drop some of these frequencies when you're trying to tap into the grid of our planets and how they're aligned and how they affect us. As I'm slowly getting back into that, I need my notes. So based on what we're going to receive today, I am actively ready for that. Okay. And before we start, I just want to ask Gaia to open our magnetic gateway codes, or open her magnetic gateway codes to us so that we are able to tap in to what is happening within us at this time. How are we aligned with the planetary alignments, and how is it working through us and not against us? Because that's not necessarily always the answer. Alexa, I did not ask you to pop up, hun. All right. All right. We're all set. Okay. Now, I just want everyone to take a deep breath. Okay. And we're going to take one more. And as you are doing this, you can either focus on the incense smoke, or you could focus on my candle dancing in the background for your transmission. Oh, nice. I feel like when we took that second breath, the incense smoke went straight up. And as I was looking at the candle, it was like it was aligned. The incense smoke and the candle was also just straight. It wasn't moving. It wasn't dancing like it is now. But now everything seems to be shifting to the right. Okay. And the smoke shifting to the right is what we are releasing. Okay. The energy is clear to be released as we are going through this transmission. So I like that. All right, first card up. What did we receive? Solar Eclipse. Okay. It says, allow the eclipse's energy to support your growth as you shed old patterns. What did I just say? We are releasing. Okay. We were releasing before we even knew we were releasing when it came to this card. Release what no longer serves you and step into the fullness of your potential. You guys literally just took those 2 breaths to release, and I'm very proud of you guys for that. So when it comes to the eclipse, all right, and some of you guys may be like, oh, well, the eclipse is over. It's ended. The portal's still open, okay? Just because our lunar and solar eclipse period, okay, the dates have ended, it does not mean that the transmission that we are moving through is over, okay? So it's a shadow period, shadow activation and release. The Pisces lunar eclipse and the build toward the solar eclipse, they expose old patterns, illusions, structures, especially karmic ones, okay? In context of our Gaia activation, this is where you let go of what blocks your earth anchoring beliefs, fears, disembodied strategies. Okay. The illusion of what you are fearing. Okay. Your anxiety, your nervous system. It's like it needs. You see exactly what she's doing here once again when it comes to the release. And her heart chakra is lit up. She's giving it back to the cosmos. She's pulling all this in. You see? She's pulling it all in. And she's releasing it from her heart out into the cosmos. And her crown has a bit of activation there too as well, because she's tapped in. As she's releasing and tapped into the cosmos, all of that heavy weight it's working through her and going back out to the cosmos. She's releasing it. So that's how you are needing to ground yourself and release. And remember, when you're doing this, it is good to, if you can't get outside for whatever reason, okay, maybe you're at work, maybe you're tied into something where you can't necessarily fully quiet yourself down, like if you have to be like right now, like at work at a desk like me, if you don't have stones, which is always good for you to carry on you, as tools, okay, they don't do everything for you. You have to work with them, okay? You have to be in the alignment and the focus in navigating your energy through the stones to work with you. And really try to understand what each stone does to work with you, okay? You can hold those, okay? You can rub them in between your palms, and you can take 2 to 5 minutes, okay, if you can spare it, and just ground yourself by deep breathing. And remember, when you deep breathe, you are breathing from your gut, okay? not from your chest. Okay, you're going to feel it in your gut. And then you want to hold it for like 4 to 5 seconds and then release for like 7 seconds. And that's going to put you in a really good state of grounding and moving that energy out of your body. And you'll feel so much better. And drop your shoulders as you are releasing as well. Okay? So that's just an exercise for you when it comes to this solar eclipse, okay? That we're still moving through when it comes to the energies, all right? Let's see what else we can get. Root Chakra. See, I told you this deck has a lot of cool things in it. Embrace the divine wisdom of your root chakra and find solace in the grounding force it offers. Okay, there's that word again, grounding. As it anchors you to the present moment. Yeah. So just like I was saying with the breathing exercise, if you can't actually get outside and plant your feet, your bare feet in soil, grass, sand, ocean, river, rock, wherever you are, if you can't do it, then those are other ways that you can do it. You can also do this in the bathtub. You can also do this by sitting around plants inside the home. Okay? You can do this in a bathroom with just running your hands underwater. Any way that you are able to connect to the 4 elements. Incense, okay? That is your wind. That is your air, okay? Having that burning, you are grounding in as well, okay? And yes, you are tapping into your root chakra because you are releasing from the bottom, okay? You are releasing out through your bottom, if that makes sense, okay? And your root is also the base. So you want to release from the base of yourself. Okay? And think red. Pomegranates are coming to mind. So you could be called, or your body could be calling you to eat pomegranate. Cranberry is really good for moving within this energy when it comes to your root chakra. And beets. They're also giving me beets because, well, beets taste like dirt. So it's a really good root vegetable to root and ground yourself in, to eat at this time, to connect to Gaia. What else do we got? Oh, 2 at the same time. I like that. All right, I'll take this one. Air. Embrace your gift of expression, showing, knowing that your words hold the power to uplift, inspire, and create connection with the people around you. And what was I just saying? You can light incense, okay? This is all about your throat chakra when it comes to expression. Goodness, maybe I can't express right now. So you're releasing into the air and how you are expressing, okay, yourself. And Mercury is all about throat chakra, okay? It's all about communication. Right now, Mercury entered Virgo on September 2nd. And soon it will shift into Libra. And we are now currently in Libra season. But Mercury in Virgo sharpens clarity, discernment, attention to detail, and communication as a wisdom transmitter. It helps you translate cosmic codes into clear language. The move toward Libra brings rational balance. How you share, transmit wisdom matters. How you share and transmit wisdom matters, okay? So it's all about coming into balance, okay? Instead of being reactive You are just kind of that think before you speak action, taking a moment, all right, to bring it all together, tapping into that mental awareness, okay? And also, just like what the incense is doing right now, allowing the words to flow, okay? Instead of acting from ego, acting right off top with how something can make you feel. You want to make sure that you're not responding from a triggered emotion, okay? And sometimes, yes, people, or we could be in situations where you are needing to respond right away. But remember, it's your choice, okay? Nobody can give you the obligation to speak fast and quick, okay? Take your time. It's okay to take your time. Nobody can force you in the ways that you respond, okay? Crown Chakra. Crossing the boundaries of the material world, invite the wisdom of universal consciousness and embrace your role as a channel of divine light and love. When you give back, when you release and you are tapping in to your crown chakra, out into the cosmos, that is exactly what you are doing. You are becoming a channel of divine light and love. You are saying, I am open enough to release what no longer serves me as I am aligned with my mind and my heart, and my soul releases this energy, 1717 on the timestamp, releases this energy so that I may be rooted in love, and I don't have to carry these burdens with me. I release it into the air so that I may feel light. Okay? That is how you are working with the Gaia Gateway activation. And as usual, I always want to get something before we end, because this is supposed to be short. This is the unicorn, the mystic unicorn oracle. Thank you. Not a race. Rush. What was I just saying? Take your time. This is not a race. Don't feel rushed. Right now, all of these animals, it looks like they're stampeding through. Yes, they all have horns on their head because this is the unicorn, mystic unicorn oracle. There's an ostrich, there's a rhinoceros, there's a turtle, there's a frog, there's a rabbit. This actually looks like a dragon. Another dragon. There's all these other mystic creatures in here. I'm not even sure what that might be. But they're rushing. It's like a stampede. But this is not you needing to rush anywhere. It may feel like a stampede. It may feel like the stampede is coming actually right now when it comes to all of the energies that we are surrounded in. You could be looking at the illusion of the stampede. But really, in your world, in your inner world, you are allowed to take things slow and not feel the rush. Because the world isn't rushing. Gaia isn't rushing. Gaia wants you to take things slow. healing takes time. And in order to heal, you have to slow down so that you can channel, so that you can meditate, so that you can take in all of your messages. Okay? So that is my message for you today when it comes to the reflective drop. All right, that's where I leave you. Like, share, subscribe. Do whatever you gotta do so that the next time when I drop the reflective drop, you'll be present for it if you're interested, as well as all of the other messages that I drop on this channel. Okay? Y'all be good. 1.